Alright, so I was working on the Civic and I found out what was making the noise and what's wrong with it. So I got the CV off and here, listen to this. So that's what the noise was. This is pretty much trash. So I'll fix that, get that changed, and then we'll put new shift bushings in it and a short shifter, and we'll go from there. What is going on? Alright, it's a new day, and today we're going to put the short shifter and the linkage bushings on the Civic today. My garage is full of all kinds of crap, but here is the short shifter from VMS. So now I have two sets of bushings because it was actually cheaper to buy this as a kit rather than separate. But $45 shipped for this and the bushings. But I have two sets of these now, so if anybody needs some shift linkage bushings for a 96 to 2000 Honda Civic, let me know, because I don't really need these. I already have two sets. But I'm going to climb under the car and I'll show you how bad the linkage actually was. And I'm going to tear it down, put it on there, and let's see if it makes a difference and if this car drives better. The CV helped a bunch. That's fixed, and it's just getting better every single time we work on it. But let's get started. Okay, I think you guys can see this. So this is underneath my shifter. If you can see in there, I don't know if it's focusing or not. But so that bounces around in there. And down. Down here, this all just moves. So the bushings go down there and then up here, and the new short shifter, I don't think it's focusing, I can't tell, we'll go right in there and replace that bushing too, and it'll shorten my throw. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so I got the shift linkage out. Here it is. This is what it looks like. That's my shifter. See that? That was just, and this was just in there like that, just bouncing around. This is squishy rubber. You can move that. And then this is all worn too. So then these just press in there. That's the new shifter and the bushings. I ripped and tore the boot inside my car. And this all pops out from the bottom. It's real easy too. All you need is a 12 millimeter. There's a 12 millimeter bolt here. There's two there. And then one here. And then just unscrew your shift knob. And it comes right out. It's pretty simple. And to change the CV, all I needed was a 17 millimeter socket. That seems to fit every single thing under there. But I actually have a, I don't know if this is a Type R or whatever it is, or I don't even know, boot. And I'm just going to use this. And then I actually have a spoon shift knob that I'm going to use too. I got these off the RSX Type S. But I'm going to install these new bushings, maybe show you me pressing them in or something like that, and I'll go from there. I want you guys to see how much of a pain this was. So here's my old linkage, and to get the old shifter out, I ended up using an angle grinder, so I cut it just like a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's just gonna, I think it'll be okay. I might just do a little weld right there, clean it up with a wire brush, and spray paint it. But I needed that piece for the new shifter. Oops, it goes in like this. Yeah, so it goes in like that. This plate is still intact. I probably should have just bought a new linkage for this because it was so rusted. But it goes in like that. And whatever. These are the head of the old ones. Alright, so this is what I came up with. End up getting it out tight and everything. It's actually good to go. These are just some bolts that I had laying around that I found. They're just 10 millimeter, but Works pretty good. So now I'm just gonna coat it with some paint. Should have did it before, but whatever. Just gonna coat it with some paint and then put some new bushings on and put it back on the car. Alright, so I'm all finished. That's basically it. I ended up painting it gold just because it was the first paint that I had grabbed. So it just makes it look more rusty, but it's gold, whatever. There's the bushing there, the short shifter, and the bushing here. And if you want to know how I put these in, that's it. I just tapped them in with a hammer. Beat them in there. I don't ever press anything, so I just beat them in with a hammer. It went in pretty smooth, pretty easy. So now just to bolt this all back up and take it for a test drive and see how. Alright, so I'm all finished. I got the car started. I'm about to go test drive it. It's dark, so I got the dome light on. I'm sorry if you can't see anything, but I haven't even driven the car yet, but I can just feel it. I want you guys to look at this. I hope you can see it like a little bit, but like just a neutral look. It doesn't even move at all. It's so tight. Oh man, I can't wait. Alright, this is the first drive and shift with it. So let's see. Is that reverse? Oh my god. That's already a lot better. Oh my god. The throw is so short. You can really bang some gears in this. Oh my god, it's so nice! It's like a brand new car! Oh, it's so nice. Let's see if we can do a little rev match. Oh, hell yeah! Alright, so the car shift's great and everything. I wanted to film it during the day, but I didn't have time and it's dark out and whatever. I don't know, I'll film it later. But so there's another problem. I'll show you it in a minute, but there's this big ass crack in the transfer case and the transmission, and leaks all the fluid out. And I found another one that's only not even like 2 hours from here for like 150 bucks. But then I would have to strip it all down and swap the tranny. It's not really that big of a deal. But if I'm going to do all that, I might as well just B16 swap it, because I don't want to put that crazy amount of money into this D series where like you can get a B16 for like $500-600 bucks. But I'm going to try and just JB weld this crack and see if it works. I don't know. I'm just trying to get it track ready so I can just race it with the D series and go from there. Like mainly I'm just focusing on tires, brakes, suspension, and how it shifts and how it drives and everything, and make it handle really well, and just do the stock motor and then motor swap it, but we'll go from there. So here's the big crack split, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like it's leaking, so I don't know if it's fresh, if it already was there, it was probably already there, I have no idea. But besides that, the good news is it is leaking, so there's fluid in there, so it's not completely empty. Alright, so I cleaned it off, and I guess I'm just a dumbass once again. I couldn't really tell what the hell it was, but I guess this isn't even a crack, and it's supposed to be like that. It's a window, I think, to look at your clutch. Now that it's all cleaned off, I can see that, and the casing is all right there. I mean, it's pissing oil, or I don't know what the hell it is, from somewhere. Maybe it is piston training fluid, I don't know. I'm going to use this opportunity to just drain the fluid and put more in there, but yeah, I guess I'm just an idiot. Alright, Let's see if there's that's a really long bolt. Oh wow, there was a little bit in there. Alright, cool. If you're ever doing this, go to the store. I think I got this one online, and get yourself one of these. I think it cost me like $6 or $7. It screws onto any bottle, really, any quart size thing, and it comes with a little tube, and you stick it into the fill hole. Oops, you can't really see what I'm doing. And then you just pump the fluid in there. Alright, the fluid was actually pretty clean, and I filled it up, so I didn't empty it all out, but it seemed pretty clean, whatever, I don't know. I put like half a quart in, like I figured. Should help like a little bit, I don't know. I also cleaned the whole underside of the transfer case off to see if I can find out where it's leaking. I think I know now that it's coming from the gasket, that's not really a hole, that's just a window to check your clutch, fly, whatever you want to look at. So I'm a dumbass for that, but make sure you like and subscribe if you like the video, and see you next week.